Governor DeSantis?
I spoke to the president-elect this morning. He said, keep going, keep fighting. Behind you all the way.
So you're in this all the way?
Why would I back down? I've always been a fighter. I'm here for the war fighters. This is personal passion for me.
You're not withdrawing your name from consideration, just to be clear.
We're meeting all day with senators.
I know your mom was just on Fox. She says that you are a change.
Wonderful process to go through and meet with senators and talk to them, especially members of the Senate Armed Services Committee, whose passion is the Defense Department, and our warfighters, to hear what they want to do to make sure that department is properly oriented for the threats of the world and make sure that we're putting the warfighters first. That's what Donald Trump asked me to do. Your job is to bring a warfighting ethos back to the Pentagon. Your job is to make sure that it's lethality, lethality, lethality. Everything else is gone. Everything else that distracts from that shouldn't be happening. That's the message I'm hearing from senators in that advise and consent process. It's been a wonderful process.
Yes, love when it's said loud and proud on the enemy of the people, the fake news. Say it again, loud and proud. Let's go, Bill.
I know Pete. He's my constituent. I've known him for years. I think he's going to be an inspirational leader. And I think what we've seen is what happens here in Washington. It seems to be very popular to, go on the offensive, to go on the attack to anybody that, against anybody that President Trump might nominate. The reason for that is President Trump wants to disrupt Washington. He wants to see real change take place. Inertia is the most powerful force in the universe. It's happening right here in Washington, too. That's why we're seeing all this resistance. Washington doesn't want to change. President Trump was elected to do just that.
Do you think you're being Kavanaugh'd right now?
I had a member not 45 minutes ago look me in the eye in private, just he and I, and say, that's what they're trying to do to you. That's what they're trying to do to you. That's their playbook. Get ready for more. And they're going to make it up, just like they have so far. All anonymous, all innuendo, all rumor, nothing sourced, no verification, and they're just going to keep doing it because you're a threat to them. You're a threat to their system. You're a threat to all the things in Washington, D.C., the swamp, the things that people have rejected. You're a threat to that. And so they're coming after you. And I know that. He knows that. And when you stand firm on that, it's not difficult to just continue to fight. So, yeah, we saw what happened, but guess what happened? Kavanaugh stood up, and he fought, and he won. And hopefully Republicans have learned that lesson.
And Trump stood by him.
And Trump stood by him. What you're seeing right now with me is the art of the smear. It is the classic art of the smear. Take whatever tiny kernels of truth, and there are tiny, tiny ones in there, and blow them up into a masquerade of a narrative about somebody that I am definitely not. And what they never quote, and we'll get into this too, are the legions of people from who I served with in combat, multiple tours, from the multiple veterans organizations that I very proudly ran, and I really want to get into that, and my time at Fox News. They never asked the people closest to me.
No.
They never asked the people who were involved directly. And when they do, and I've got a list right here of people, and Will Cain and my hosts at Fox News have come out, all the folks on Fox Friends have all come out and said, this is not Pete, and we've worked with Pete for 10 years, every single morning, every single day. They never ask those people.
Yeah.
And that's what a smear looks like. It's a couple anonymous nuggets, usually from disgruntled people who were fired for cause, who are jealous or want a little bit of retribution. And so they peddle stuff to reporters who are not interested in the truth. They're interested in smearing someone who supports Donald Trump's agenda. It's really clear. I'm in the middle of it. But, I'm surrounded by a great team. I got a wonderful wife. We love this country. We love Jesus Christ, our Savior. And we're going to fight like hell. There's no reason to back down.
Amen.
Why would we back down?
That's right.
Do you know how many guys I'm hearing from right now? The guys I serve with, gals that I work with at CVA and elsewhere. Don't stop. The guys are like, it's always sir, Don't stop, sir. Please keep going.
They're behind you.
You are fighting for us. Like, you are our voice. We've never had a voice like this before.
They're not upset about your drinking?
You know what? There's an interesting one there. First of all, I've never had a drinking problem. No one's ever approached me and said, "Oh, you should really look at getting help for a drink." Never. I've never sought counseling, never sought help. I respect and appreciate people who do. But what do guys do when they come back from war? Oftentimes, have some beers. How do you deal with the demons you see on the battlefield? Sometimes it's with a bottle. Unfortunately, tragically, for too many guys, it's with the bottle, and then it's depression, and even worse, suicide.
Suicide,
We've got an
yep.
epidemic of that in our country.
Yep. And we talk about that a lot on our channel too, man. And we salute all our veterans, the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice, man. The ones who are fighting battles within. We love you guys, man. We love you all. I want to send my love and prayers to you. And there's a lot of them that watch this channel, you know. A lot of my brothers and sisters, man. I love you guys, man. Thank you for your service.
Thank God, by the grace of God, I found my chapters of purpose that pulled me out of that. I found, in many ways, I found two things. My two J's. My Jenny, my wife Jennifer, changed my life, saved me. There's just no doubt about it. And my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And without those two J's, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. But with those two J's, like my mom said this morning, and I didn't get a chance to see all of it, but God bless my mom, I'm a very different person than I was 10 years ago, than I was 15 years ago. But I'm also the right guy to be in the Pentagon to understand what our young warfighters are going through. What we send them to do, what we ask them to do, tour after tour after tour after tour. Are we equipping them properly? Are they mentally prepared? Are we helping them on the way back? How are they transitioning? Were they used properly? I can speak to that because I've lived it. Not from a general's perspective, not from an air-conditioned office in Washington, D.C., or from a think tank. Yeah. From dusty boots and pulling triggers with bullets whizzing by, and you're wondering whether you're ever coming home.
Hope y'all heard that, man. Hope y'all took that in. Make sure you hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new here so you don't miss any more amazing videos like this. And again, I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. One love to the human race. Prayers for Trump, his picks, his cabinet, his team, his family. It's time to drain the swamp, man. It is time to drain the swamp, and that's why we voted. And that's why our voices were heard loud and clear. Time to drain it, man. Yes, indeed. Let me know what y'all think of this. And I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.